According to reports now, up to 6 Chinese warships are currently stationed in the Middle East. China's People Liberation Army, the CPLA, reported engagement in a joint military exercise with Omani Navy while visiting Oman. Again, it's like, when when Mexico got their hostages, or their people out of Israel, and they used their Air Force, I thought to myself, I didn't even know Mexico had an Air Force. Same thing with Oman. Don't know I can even find it on a map. And they have a Navy. That's cute. No, it's cute. It's probably a little like, the Cayman Islands and the British Virgin Islands. Or do they just use British ships? Because I don't think they're British still anymore.
No.
They got rid of those occupiers. I'll tell you that right now. So the Navy Escort Task Force is now by Kuwait, which is right there near Iran, which I think is really, really, no, seriously, it's exciting. Now, my question is, why has Israel not responded? What is happening there? Now, I've got a couple of ideas on this. One, the New York Times is reporting that the U.S. is advising Israel to delay the Gaza invasion for needed hostage negotiation. Now, apparently 2 Americans got out. The Palestinians have returned 2 American hostages over the weekend. I love it that we're working with Qatar because, they're just the number one funder of the Muslim Brotherhood. So, and that's, big funder and founder of Hamas. So that's really good. I hope we gave them some money in exchange for these hostages. I don't know if it's about the hostages as much as it is a very convenient way for the United States to delay any kind of ground invasion until all the media turns on Israel, because that's what's happening. They're already saying they haven't even done anything yet. They're all like, they're such a bad country. They're going to kill all these people. And if they would have acted last week or the week before, you would have seen more sympathy. But I think this is a complete game that the White House is playing to keep Bibi Netanyahu and the Israelis from not striking. However, there is another possibility. Obviously, I'm not in the rooms advising anyone, but I did think, are they just preparing to go to the head of the snake? Now, I don't think so, but we do know that Iran now has 1 nuclear weapon and are just about to develop its 2nd nuclear weapon. So is it possible that they are just going to target Iran, its clerics, or its nuclear facilities? Now, the nuclear facility is supposedly buried so deep that you're not supposed to be able to knock it out with any kind of conventional weapon. The Army seems ready to go. They've been ready for a few days. Aerial bombardments meant to prepare the ground, are meeting with diminishing returns now at this point. And the widely accepted reason over in Israel is international pressure, plus the long train of visiting dignitaries and possible negotiations. The problem with the latter is that Hamas will probably go for the drip approach, meaning to drag out more time, and the media will continue to turn on Israel. If they're going to target Iran, most likely they'll target the nuclear installations. What was the reactor? Didn't they did this in like 1981, I think. And they went after the reactor and it was good. Now, maybe if the main operation is successful this time, You'll see the Mossad taking out a few top scientists and military leaders as we have in the past. But, Gad Saad said that this would take incredible, I'm quoting, testicular fortitude. I don't know. Most are saying it can't be done, different from 1981, blah, blah, blah. It's difficult, but they all said that it couldn't be done back in 1981 as well. I mean, the Tom Cruise guys, they do exist. They're probably as short, but not as good looking. And most of them are probably Israelis. So, they kind of have this don't mess with us kind of image, but we'll see. If they can pull it off, that means the testicular area may be made out of steel on Bibi Netanyahu. I'm not really sure, but we will continue to watch this. Let's see. There's a couple of other things
that would majorly escalate this thing. However, I think they understand that. I think we understand that, and I'm sure the administration is strongly recommending they don't do that.
What are they going to do?
No, I think they should do it. But I don't know. They are the head of the snake,
right?
And that's the only way to put a stop to this.
Yeah.
And so, but it does escalate things.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think pretty much anything they're doing.
It's a big decision.
I mean, when I saw that China was there already.
Yeah.
But to have them move their ships in shows, that's Iran and Russia. So there is an axis of evil, and those three are together.
Yeah.
And
with us.
Against us.
Yes.
Against us.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're all in the same general vicinity.
I mean, if this goes wrong, we are at World War III quickly.
No doubt. Yeah, and there's all kinds of things that could go wrong that are just, somebody makes a mistake, there's a hair trigger by somebody, and it's on. It's a really dangerous situation.
So you have the rest of the world, however, turning, and you look at what's happening around the world. England is going to turn against Israel because I don't think England's going to have a choice. I mean, these countries have allowed themselves to be laid waste by so many Islamists. It's not Islam. It is Islamists, people who believe that the Quran must be implemented as the highest source of law. Those guys are crazy. I know some Muslims that are not crazy, but they're reformed, and they'd be the first the Islamists would behead. So they're the kind of people that shut their mouth, in their own community because they don't want to be dead. But look at what happened over the weekend in London. It was not good. It was not good. And you're starting to see moves. There was they won't even give the details of the terrorist strike in London. Did you hear about this, Pat?
No.
So in London, first of all, the BBC will not say that Hamas is a terrorist group. The BBC. And that's really kind of not good. Fueling more anti-Israel and anti-Semitism because they won't say that the Palestinian Hamas was wrong. They're saying, that it's a charity. It's a charity. Sure it is. Sure it is. There was a hit in London, I think it was. Let me see if I can find this real quick. There was a hit where the authorities won't even say what exactly happened. They said that it was, pro-Palestinian terror attack. Alleged terror attack has already been carried out in Britain by an asylum seeker waiting to avenge deaths in Gaza. According to the Telegraph, the man who came to this country in 2020 told police, look at that, it's 2023.
Yeah.
Okay. told police he had carried out the as yet undisclosed action for Palestine. Newspaper reports the case cannot fully be revealed for legal reasons, but that the suspect is now in custody after being arrested. He said he had done it because Israel had killed children in Gaza. Now, that's a bizarre thing. He's already carried out his mission, but they won't say what it was?
Yeah.
What is that? Questions have been raised over why details about the incident had not been disclosed, but security source told the publication they may be downplaying it so they don't have a repeat attack or copycat attacks. Nations around the world are on high alert, so-called lone wolf attacks by extremists motivated by the worsening situation in the Middle East. In Brussels, Belgium, on Monday, a man with a gun down two Swedish football supporters before later being shot dead by the police. He was motivated by his Palestinian love because they're just such lovely, charitable people. He was just giving away bullets. And so he gives the bullets away too fast for some people. Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? So you have the terror threat all over Europe going up. How is France going to handle this if Israel goes in and bombs Iran or does more with Hamas? You're going to have all of these Western countries say, stop it right now, because they'll be in trouble. So you're going to, sacrifice the Jewish state? Is that what happens?
That's foretold somewhere, too.
Somewhere.
I'm trying to think.
It's weird, too, isn't it? It was like...
Was it Michael Bublé who foretold that?
I think fly me to the moon where all the nations gather around.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and they're all against Israel or something. Yeah.
Something.